Lena is in a containment cell. She is questioned by men in hazmat suits about what happened in Area X. She does not know. This is not a linear story. It opens at the end. It is told in flashbacks and flashbacks within flashbacks, as Lena reconstructs what happened in flashes of memory. The first event, a comet-like object from outer space, strikes the Earth at a lighthouse in the remote southeast. It glows, it transforms, it grows. This happened 3 years ago.
Death's at the bottom of everything, Martins. Leave death to the professional.
In the beginning, there was the single cell. All cells are born from one cell. One single organism 4 billion years ago became the structure for every microbe and every living thing. Lena is a biologist working as a professor at Johns Hopkins. She lectures the class on how cancer multiplies. Lena's husband has been gone for over a year. She believes he is dead and she deeply misses him. Then suddenly he appears. He has little or no memory and is sick. An ambulance rushes him to the hospital. They are stopped by government agents. At a government facility, Lena meets Dr. Ventress and learns that her husband has multiple organ failure and massive internal bleeding and most likely will die. He had been exploring Area X, a phenomena that started 3 years ago at the Blackwater Lighthouse that they now call the shimmer. The shimmer has been expanding and getting bigger. They have many theories about the shimmer, but few facts.
God made a mistake.
God didn't make mistakes.
Pretty sure he does.
Dr. Ventress is taking an expedition into Area X. Lena volunteers to go. Maybe she can learn something to help her husband. The team wakes up inside Area X with no memory of the past 3 or 4 days. Their communication devices and GPS don't work. Lena discovers different species on the same plant. She is mystified. A large mutated alligator attacks. They enter an abandoned military base, the base of operations for the last team. They find a video card marked for those who follow and watch it. On the tape, Lena's husband cuts open a man's stomach to expose intestines that are crawling like snakes. This freaks everyone out. Lena examines a sample of her blood. Her blood cells have been affected. Lena has a late-night discussion with Dr. Ventress.
I'd say you're confusing suicide with self-destruction. Almost none of us commit suicide, and almost all of us self-destruct. In some way, in some part of our lives. We drink, or we smoke, we destabilize the good job, the happy marriage. But these aren't decisions, they're impulses. Isn't self-destruction coded into us, programmed into each cell?
During the night, some strange creature attacks and drags off one of the team members. Some of the team want to go back. Dr. Ventress says she's going to the lighthouse and the others can make their own choice. After some debate, they follow Dr. Ventress. Plant structures have formed to look like human bodies. They have the human Hox gene, the gene that defines the human body plan. The shimmer is a prism that refracts everything, including DNA. In a flashback, Lena realizes her husband knew about her affair. It broke his heart, and that is why he chose to go on a suicide mission into Area X. That night, one team member freaks out, goes paranoid, and ties everyone up. She is having trust issues and wants to know the truth. The creature that previously carried off their team member returns, and it is mimicking the cry for help of their dead comrade. The skull-faced bear kills the paranoid team member. The others break free and kill the bear. Another team member who is suicidal decides to allow herself to be overcome by the biological change and becomes a plant. Dr. Ventress has gone to the lighthouse and Lena follows her. Inside the lighthouse, Lena finds a charred skeleton and a video camera. She watches the video and sees her husband holding a phosphorus grenade. His sense of reality has been warped. He speaks with someone behind the camera. He asks the person behind the camera to take care of Lena. Then he pulls the pin and blows himself up. The person behind the camera walks into view, and it is an exact duplicate of Lena's husband. Lena goes down the hole in the lighthouse and finds Dr. Ventress. Dr. Ventress, we learned earlier, has terminal cancer. She has decided to merge with the alien force. She experiences true annihilation, the converter of matter into electromagnetic energy. The resultant entity takes a drop of Lena's blood and creates Lena's mirror double. Lena's duplicate mirrors her actions. Lena understands something that her husband did not. She cannot defeat it directly, but she can exploit the natural tendency towards self-destruction inherent in the duplication. She hands her mirror self an activated phosphorus grenade. The destruction of the mirror self destroys the shimmer and restores her husband's health. The last scene of the movie is intentionally ambiguous and is open to interpretation. Lena goes to her husband. She recognizes that it is not him, yet they embrace. His eyes are glowing. The shimmer is in him. Her eyes are glowing. The shimmer is in her. There appears to be a suggestion that they are the Adam and Eve in the next step of our genetic evolution, that we, as a species, are not yet complete and that we are continuing to evolve.